Mark, congratulations on being inducted into the California Wrestling Hall of Fame.
Thank you very much.
When you got started in wrestling, who is a person who had probably the greatest impact in not only getting you involved in the sport, but having you continue?
Probably my dad. He was the one that got me started. And he wrestled, I think in high school and a little bit in college, so he got me started, and then was really the one that throughout kind of my younger years took us to camps and you know, all the different things that we did was traveling around, you know, as kids doing that. So probably my dad, even though he wasn't my direct coach.
Right.
He probably had the
Big influence.
most to do with it.
Sure. Did you have a wrestling idol growing up, someone that you looked up to?
Yeah, you know, I really didn't. You know, started when I was 7 and didn't know anything about wrestling when I started, and so as I got into it, didn't really, know any of the people before me, and so I don't think I really did.
Did you have an older brother?
I have an older
Vic?
brother, yep, Vic. He's 2 years older than me, so he was involved in all of it, all the way along the way.
Okay. What aspect of your personality or what attribute do you think is most prominent in letting you achieve the success you had in wrestling?
Yeah, probably just my competitiveness, hating to lose. I think as I look back was the thing that kind of drove me was always competing and not liking to lose.
Yeah, I think that's a big key.
I think that's probably common among most wrestlers.
Yeah, I think so. Except you didn't have to experience it that much when you're in high school anyway. Do you have like one outstanding memory from your career that stands out most in your mind?
Yeah, probably my state finals match my senior year, which was the year I wrestled Jason Verduzco, who I wrestled him the year before in the finals as well. And then kind of there was some talk leading up to, state that we were going to be in the same weight class, and it was a heck of a match. Came down to the wire.
One of the best ever. Yeah, I agree. That was a great moment.
Yeah.
Throughout your wrestling career, is there a single most memorable event or match? I mean, you mentioned that.
Yeah, like I said, that was probably the single most memorable match. As I kind of look back on other memories, I think a lot of it was just as kids, and the kids club we were involved with, and all the families that traveled together, and all the different places, people you meet, along the way, and going to Nebraska or Iowa or wherever it was, traveling around the motorhome. Those are kind of a lot of my memories
you were
of
a big
wrestling.
part of Valhalla State Championship team too,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So we had, as you said, my brother and Rich Bailey. There was 3 of us that year that in '85 that we brought to state, and all 3 of us made the finals.
Yeah, and that's always a big event too.
Yeah,
I know having the team win the state is
yeah. Oh, it was huge. It was a lot of fun.
What made you get involved in the sport? I mean, you said your dad.
Yeah. Again, my dad. So it was, I don't know what prompted him or how it started, but I was 7, my brother was 9, and he found a club somewhere and got us started, and that was kind of the beginning of the kids club, and that was Mike DeLong was our coach back then, and it was USA Wrestling, which was huge in San Diego, and like I said, that was really the team that traveled around, and I mean, I look back at that kids club, and it really fed all of East County at the time.
Right.
And we had state champions that went to Granite Hills and Valhalla and El Cajon and Monte Vista. I mean, they really went everywhere, and so that was kind of what kept us going.
Now, if you had, thinking over your career, if you could change anything in wrestling, I mean, whether it was what college you went to or, whatever, would you change anything?
I don't think I would change anything from the early years. That was all a great experience. If I could get rid of a couple injuries as I got into college, that would have been nice. I don't know if there's any way to change that, but I don't think there's a whole lot I would change leading up to it.
Sure. This is kind of it seems like almost a morbid question because you're a young guy, but what would you like people to remember about Mark Gerardi?
Right. And that's a hard question for me to answer, but I think it's you know, obviously I'd like people to remember that I was, you know, a good wrestler and competed well, but you know, hopefully they remember that I was, you know, a good person, a good guy that was approachable and friendly, you know, and you know, for me that's important as much as, you know, that I was a good wrestler.
Yeah, and I'm sure that people remember you for that.
Thank you.
Well, once again, congratulations,
Thank
Mark,
you.
and well deserved.
Thank you very much.